Hey guys, I want to talk a little bit today about gear pairing for EDC. Now, picking out your EDC is just an absolutely never-ending process, and you're always switching things out and trying new things. Now, for me, there's certain things that are always part of my EDC, my cell phone, my wallet, and the survival items on my keychain that really are just constantly with me no matter what. But then there's the other items that I rotate pretty frequently based on what I'm doing for the day. And those pretty much are your multi-tools, knife, and flashlight, which are three things that I pretty much carry every day, with the rare exception of the flashlight, not every day, but it depends on what I'm doing, guys, getting up and leaving the house, if I'm going out to do something outdoorsy, it will definitely be a flashlight, but if I'm just going into the backyard to do some work, cut the grass, probably won't bring a flashlight. So, with that, I want to show you some kind of sample pairings of things that will help you kind of broaden your horizons, I guess, and make it a little bit easier for you to kind of get through on everyday situations with the minimal amount of gear necessary. Now, with this particular setup, I have the Leatherman Sidekick, and I chose this because it's a belt clip, and that would be something that you could put in your pocket, which gives you a multi-tool and a blade. This Gerber utility knife, which is a handy little guy. I actually use this guy quite a bit. This kind of sits near my front door and goes into my pocket a lot if I go into the backyard or something like that, because a utility knife is a very handy thing. Once again, pocket clip, but it's also small enough to fit into, a shirt pocket, clip it onto your belt loop, whatever. It doesn't have to be in a full-size pocket. Neck knife or belt knife, either one. I'm really into the small, everyday carry fixed blade knives right now, and this CRKT is no exception. I like it because it's small, it takes the burden off my pocket, it's easy to access, and I have good options. I can wear it on my neck, I can wear it on my belt. It's, I don't have to go with that traditional, knife in the pocket, kind of setup that we all kind of get stuck into. And I really am digging the kind of belt carry on these small EDC knives. I got this one set up for horizontal carry. Been very successful with it, very happy with it. And the Archer 1A. I've been carrying this guy a lot. Pretty much except for testing other lights. This has been in my pocket pretty much straight since I got it. It is one of my all-time definite favorite lights and one of the best performing lights I've tested. I like this thing because once again it's small, pocketable, and you don't need to use a pocket clip. You can stuff it right in your pocket, and it works really good. It's super bright for the money, good options for batteries, and altogether I think it really gives you a lot of options. You have a really bright couple hundred lumen mode and also a really dim moonlight mode, so you have long run times and really bright pick and choose. I think this whole thing gives you a nice amount of utility, a little bit of self-protection, and also, your ability just to fix things and take care of problems that spring up in your daily life. So let's pull these guys out and set some more stuff down. Okay, so let's imagine this. You're in a more restrictive environment. You have a place where you really can't carry, a belt knife or something like that. Maybe you live in a state with really strict rules or something like that. Why not something small like this little open out? Just a little tiny folder. And then, say your Leatherman has a big bad blade on it, that might get you in trouble. So why not go with something like a little Gerber dime? Who's going to see that as a weapon? Very, neutral in that book. Doesn't really stand out. You can put it right on your keychain, so you don't have to rely on pocket carry. Pocket carry can get a little overwhelming. And let's say you want something kind of defend yourself. Why not throw in tactical pen? I carry these once in a while, not all the time. They're kind of big, they're kind of bulky, a little bit cumbersome, but they do go into the rotation, guys. I'm going to be honest, they do go in. And at that point, you got a little bit of room for some extra pocket carry. Why not the TrueNet TI5? This guy, I've carried quite a bit, and I tested this light extensively. This is my benchmark for AAA lights, because number one, I have not found any light, and I've tested dozens of lights, that uses a single AAA that is brighter and lasts longer than this flashlight. There may be lights that are brighter. There may be lights that last longer. But there is not one light on the market that lasts longer and is brighter than this light. It's simple to use, fits in the pocket, really awesome. Here is a really small, discreet, everyday carry pairing that gives you some capability for defense, fixing things, you know, a little pocket knife. Granted, it's not anything tactical or anything like that, but if you need to go to an area that's discreet, maybe, you know, these things might be looked at by someone at a metal detector, these things will pretty much get through. Most places, unless they're really strict, are not going to bother you over, you know, an open L. Granted, you're going on an airplane, of course they're going to. Alright, so let's move up in size, guys. Okay, we're tired of this little tiny crap. So let's say you want maximum efficiency. So we're going to really ramp this up, and we're going to go with the Victorinox Soldier. That guy's a beast. Lots of options there. We're going to go with another neck knife. The small Condor one. This is one of my favorite neck knives. It also goes well in the pocket. I love that little guy. Gives you some extra capabilities. Let's throw in a belt flashlight. We haven't done that yet. So we're going to throw in this ThruNite TN4A. It's a monster. But you know what, guys? It fits on a belt. And it's one of the only flashlights I have that I'll actually wear on a belt. Because it's big enough to be really, you know, bright and super bright and have great run times. But not too big where you can't carry it on a belt if you're doing something where you need that kind of light. So I think this is a handy little EDC right there. Gives you kind of the best of all the worlds. You got a quick access knife, something for utility, nice bright little guy going on. How about another pairing? How about we go with, oh, here's one for you. Okay, we'll go with kind of the silver motif here. We got, we'll do the Kershaw, the Salvo. Got these on sale. They were like clearance going out of business. Or not business, going out like $22 these were back when you could get them. They're really good, and they're that good Sandvik steel. It's one of the good made in USA Kershaws. Oh, what else we got? What else we got? Oh. Come on, what's not more tactical and cool than the small regular Swiss Army? Or, you know, hey, we really want to go bad. Gerber MP600, real good. We could throw in, once again, tactical pen. And for extra, you know, you could probably give yourself a nice fancy flashlight. If you're going with something like this, I'd probably go with something more like the TN12 or the Phoenix equivalent. Phoenix makes it with the PD35. All the major flashlight manufacturers make this style of light, like the TN12. It's up to you what manufacturer you like the best. I like this one because not only is it like 1,000 lumens and super bright, it uses 18650s, but it also has quick access to strobe, a good moonlight mode. This works as a good tactical light, as well as just being a good larger size EDC. So if you're not weight sensitive, hey, there's a great pairing for you. Alright, what else we got? What else we got? Okay, here's something a little different. Let's say I'm going on a trip, maybe a road trip, maybe I'm going out of town. What kind of stuff am I going to do then? Well, the further I travel, the bigger I go. So how about something like one of these big old Gonzos? How about, let's see, we're going to go with a big light. You know, you're going to be traveling on the road. Why not bring a truck light? This ThruNite TN15. Take out the thing so you can actually see it. This is a beast of a light, guys. This is probably, in my opinion, the most underrated light on the market. This thing, if you test flashlights and you get into that, you'll see this thing has the best regulation of a flashlight I've ever seen. This thing just holds a beam at like 99% brightness for the entire runtime and then just drops to 0. This thing really just fantastic, and the fact that this is not a more popular flashlight astounds me. This thing is just built so well. It's a fantastic light. I mean, you notice I keep going to the through nights, guys. There's a reason why. You know, I've probably gotten 40 or 50 free flashlights. All different manufacturers send me flashlights, so it's not a matter of preference because they send them to me. It's a matter of preference because I use them and I love them, and because they always test better than the competition. Every time I sit down and test them, they're always doing better. So I know it seems like kind of like a running commercial for through night, but guess what? I got free Olights, I got free Phoenix, I got free Lumen Tops, I got free Thorfires. I've gotten free pretty much every brand you can think of that have been sent to me for review. I go back to through night over and over and over, and I carry them for a reason. I trust them. I love them. We need a knife. How about the Ontario Rat? Oh, that's a nice one. Nice Aus-8 steel. Proven design. Excellent. And then we'll throw in... What do we throw in here? Oh, something very utilitarian. A Sharpie. I always find a Sharpie is a great thing to carry when you're out traveling, because lots of times you try and write notes, you know, you don't have a pen handy. Sharpies are tough to lose because they're bigger, they're thicker, but also if you do have to write a note, it's more noticeable. Say if you do have to write something on your arm in an emergency, like your phone number or something, because hey, guess what, you're going to get arrested. You accidentally did something stupid in Mexico and you know your phone's going to get confiscated. You can write phone numbers on you. There's all kinds of really good reasons to carry a Sharpie. You know, you can put your lawyer's number on you, you can put your parents' number, emergency numbers, you can write them on you can write it on your gear. Say you do end up someplace and all of a sudden people are pawing through your stuff. You know, you got a thing where you can label your stuff. Sharpies are a pretty good thing to have around, especially in your car or just kind of everyday carry. You'd be surprised, they actually come in handy quite a bit. So, I think we'll call that a day for today's gear pairing. We'll do some more down the line. This is just kind of a first start. We're going to see how you guys like it, and we'll go from there. And if you guys really like it, we'll make this into a series and kind of do it